And I know what other people are going to say, well, why do I ship Dragon Slayer then? Well, for starters, I don't know any other guy that Yang has a particular close relationship with. Plus, I don't understand why people are saying that Jean and Yang are more like brother and sister. I don't understand why they're like that, because we don't see the two treating each other like brother and sister. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, well, what about Rwby Chibi? That doesn't count because that takes place in an alternative universe, where all the characters are small, Pyrrha never died, Penny never died, Cinder never took over, basically freaking Beacon, and even in that series, Blake and Yang were very hesitant for their feelings towards each other. Which is why I support Blake X San and John X Yang. Again, I don't see any other guy character in Rwby that has a particular relationship with Yang, not like in a romantic kind of relationship, let alone just a friendship or anything else like that. And again, look back through I wouldn't say why I don't ship Blake and Yang. Just look back at my problem video with the problem that I have with Bumblebee. Or just whatever. Whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. And again, for those who support Bumblebee, that's fine. If you like that ship, that's fine. It's not my place to judge. I'm just saying that I do not support Bumblebee, and in my opinion, I think it is the worst ship in the entirety of Rwby. Well, I wouldn't say it's the number one worst ship. If anything, Rwby X, her parents, her uncle, her sister, and her freaking dog are the worst ships. If anything, those ships should not even exist. That and White Rose, in my opinion. White Rose, I just don't freaking support White Rose. And I just see both Blake and Yang and Weiss and Rwby being friends. And most people are saying that Rwby doesn't really need a relationship with a particular person. She kind of has her freaking weapon, and well, for starters, it's a weapon. It doesn't really count. Again, we've seen Ruby's character development. She's getting along with people very well. Was there any other time that Rwby was all close with her weapon, Crescent Rose? Was there any episode where she was like that? That in volume 4, 5, 6, or 7, and 8? 9, she was very hesitant when she got Crescent Rose back. So that's, again, Rwby has changed over the years. There's a past volumes. She's become a different person than who she used to be. But yeah, episode 7 was not my favorite episode. And I'm kind of glad Super Burning Godzilla told me everything that happened in volume freaking 9, episode 8. Because that was was possibly the most darkest episode in the entirety of Rwby, because it was just so damn dark, and I was just like, oh my god, they literally did it. They made the official darkest chapter in the entirety of Rwby. And I just really hated the fact that Neil got a new power and like made hundreds of illusions of herself and made them disguised as people that Rwby knows and cares about. But the biggest question that is in mind is, how did she knew that Penny died? She wasn't there when Penny died. She wasn't even there when Weiss told old Rwby, Blake, and Yang about what happened. How did she even know that Lionheart and Ironwood died? Let alone Clover. I bet she knew that frickin' Ozpin and Pyrrha died, but the other characters, how did she know they died? That is a question that needs to be answered. How the hell did Neo find all that out? It makes absolutely no sense. Like what? That her new power gave her the ability to look through the past and the present? Oh, by the way, I no longer support Lane Lester, which was the ship name for Sean X Rwby. I don't support Lane Lester anymore. I used to, but now I don't. Oh, and no one can convince me to change my mind. So, Rose Gardner for life. I dare anyone to fight me. I dare anyone to fight me. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Oh, by the way, I did not expect the Curious Cat to basically be like sort of the main villain for the entirety of this particular season. Zilla 2000 had a bad feeling about that cat ever since he saw the Curious Cat in the trailer. Ever since he saw the Curious Cat in the trailer, he was just like, I don't know about that cat. I think he's a little sus. Like, that cat, you're sus. And I can't believe that he was freaking right. When the Curious Cat freaking revealed its true colors, I was just like, oh my god, Zilla 2000 was right. And I also have a little question. That is, why the hell did John, Blake, Yang, and Weiss stood there and let Rwby drink the tea? Why did they not stop her? Could they not stop her? Like, they were literally a couple of feet away from her. They could literally just grab the tea, threw it away from her, or crush it. I don't really care. They could have stopped her. But instead, they just stood there and watched as she drank it. Rwby basically committed suicide. Basically. Which was something that I freaking hated. Also, another thing that I freaking like to point out is that we finally get to hear Summer Rose's voice. For some reason, Summer Rose sounds awfully a lot like what... Like, I've been seeing a lot of freaking comic stuff of Summer Rose, and believe it or not, the actual voice for Summer Rose sounds almost exactly like that. And I was like, oh my god, did they hire someone who did a comic dub or something? Because I was just honestly impressed. By the way, I love that new design for Summer Rose. I freaking love it. Possibly my favorite Summer Rose design, honestly. And something that I would also like to point out, how many people thought that the God of Light and Darkness created the Ever After, and they left because it turned out to be a failure. But no, they were actually a part of the Ever After. The Ever After created them, which was something I did not see coming. I was like, oh my god, are you serious? Also, something I would like to point out again, the God of Light and Darkness ruined the Ever After, just like what they did in Remnant. They ruined Remnant. They ruined basically two worlds. One that they created, and the other one that they were a part of. And I was just like, can you two not do anything right? Like, seriously. Like, why can't you two agree on something for once? At this point, the God of Light and Darkness are basically kind of the real villains of Rwby. And I would like to see all the Rwby characters teaming up to kill the God of Light and Darkness. If that doesn't happen, then just let the God of Light and Darkness be forgotten. Let them be in another world that they can create, or just let them go back to the Ever After. Remnant doesn't really need the God of Light and Darkness. I mean, Austin, yeah, he kind of didn't do anything to fix Remnant that much, but at least he was trying to fix it. He was trying to fix it. And there were no gods that's there to help him fix it. Freaking Austin has been doing the best he can to fix Remnant. Not only that, but there was an episode of Volume 6 where the God of Light and Darkness basically threatened to destroy the world if humanity could not get along, and I was just like, oh my god, you guys are literally the villains. You're literally the villains. You should not even be, why are you a thing? I hope that the God of Light and Darkness do not return. And if anything, I wouldn't mind flashback episodes that featured them. But still. Well, the God of Light and Darkness do not deserve to be a part of Remnant anymore. They deserve to go back to the Ever After and try to do whatever they want there, or just stay or in whatever world that they're in currently. So, my personal thoughts and opinions on this chapter, in this particular volume, was, it was really good at first, but it was really good at first. But when episode 7 and 8 and eventually 9 came out, I just didn't like those 3 episodes in particular. Like, I do like the Summer Rose flashback. That was something I liked about in episode 9. But episode 10 redeemed the whole volume to me, honestly. It redeemed the whole volume. Because it got the Ruby Rose that we all knew and loved back. It gave us the Ruby Rose that we all knew and loved back. So overall, I really like this particular volume. And again, this doesn't count as my review. It's just my thoughts and opinions on it. And again, there were some parts I liked about this volume that I really liked, and some parts that I feel like that they need to fix. And besides of that, that's just it. I really liked the rest of this volume. So, yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys like about this volume? Or, do you want to watch the volume yourself? Depends on you. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.